Do you know that feeling? You finally fall asleep, and then your bladder wakes you up again and again. Maybe 2 times a night, maybe 3, maybe 4. You're exhausted during the day. Your sleep is broken, and nothing you've tried seems to work for long. But what if the real solution was already right there, in your bed? And it had nothing to do with drinking less water. Here's something most doctors don't tell you. When you sit or stand all day, fluid silently builds up in your legs. The moment you lie down at night, that fluid travels straight back up to your kidneys, and your bladder fills up fast. But that's only half the story. There's a second hidden cause that almost everyone misses: your pelvic floor. As we age, this small but powerful muscle becomes tight and overactive. It starts sending urgent signals to your brain, even when your bladder is barely half full. And that's why you keep waking up. The good news? You can fix both problems tonight without leaving your bed. In this video, you will discover 5 gentle bed exercises that target the root causes of nighttime bathroom trips, giving you a complete bedtime routine you can follow starting tonight, plus 2 powerful bonus tips at the end that most people overlook. You don't want to miss them. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now, and how many times do you wake up at night to pee? Drop your answers in the comments below. We read and reply to each single one. Let's begin. Exercise number 5, the warm-up flush, inner thigh massage. We're starting with a self-massage, but not the kind you've probably seen before. Forget the calves. Tonight, we're going higher, directly to your inner thigh. And here's why that matters. The inner thigh muscles, known medically as the adductors, sit right on top of some of the largest lymphatic vessels and veins in your entire body. These vessels act like major highways, carrying excess fluid from your legs back up toward your core and kidneys. When this area becomes tight, stiff, or congested, which happens naturally as we age and spend more time sitting, those highways get blocked. Fluid that built up in your legs all day gets stuck halfway, and when you finally lie down at night, it floods your bladder all at once. This massage opens those pathways before we do anything else, so the rest of the routine works far more effectively. Here's how to do it correctly. Sit comfortably on your bed and cross one ankle over your opposite knee, so your inner thigh is fully exposed and relaxed. Place both hands flat, use your palms, not your fingertips, and press firmly into the inner thigh just above the knee. Now glide both hands slowly upward toward your groin in one long, continuous stroke. The pressure should feel firm and deep, never painful. Complete 6 to 8 passes on that leg, then switch sides. Once you've done the long strokes, use your thumbs to make slow, small circles along the same line, pausing 10 to 15 seconds on any area that feels tight or tender. One rule you must remember: always work upward from knee toward your body. Moving downward pushes fluid in the wrong direction. Keep your movements slow and deliberate. Deep fluid responds to steady pressure, not speed. When you finish both legs, you'll likely feel a gentle warmth spreading through your thighs. That's your circulation waking up. The highways are open. Now we're ready to move. Exercise number 4, ankle circles and toe pumps. Now that your inner thigh pathways are open and circulation is flowing, it's time to activate the pump at the very bottom of your body, your feet and ankles. Most people have heard that the calf muscle acts like a pump for your veins. But there's another powerful pump sitting right below it that almost nobody talks about: the venous network inside your foot. Every single vein in the sole of your foot and around your ankle is designed to push blood and fluid upward when activated. Think of it like a sponge filled with water. Every time you flex, point, or rotate your foot, you're squeezing that sponge and sending fluid up toward your heart and kidneys. Done consistently before bed, this simple movement can dramatically reduce how much fluid reaches your bladder during the night. Here's exactly how to do it. Sit comfortably on your bed with your back supported. Lift one foot slightly off the surface and begin making slow, wide circles with your ankle. 5 full rotations to the right, then 5 to the left. Make them as wide as possible, then switch to the other foot and repeat. After your circles, move into toe pumps. Point your toes away from your body as far as you can, as if you're pressing down on a gas pedal, then pull them back firmly toward your shins. Hold each position for 1 full second. Complete 15 repetitions on each foot. The most common mistake people make here is moving too fast and too small. Speed does very little. What actually moves deep fluid is slow, wide, and intentional movement. That's what fully opens the vein valves and gets fluid flowing upward efficiently. If your ankles crack during the circles, don't worry. That's completely normal and will ease up as they warm up. Exercise number 3, supine marching. Now it's time to lie down and let gravity work with you. This exercise looks simple from the outside, but what's happening inside your body is remarkably powerful, and it targets a drainage junction that the previous 2 exercises couldn't fully reach. Lie flat on your back on your bed, with your knees bent and your feet resting comfortably flat on the mattress. From this position, slowly lift your right knee toward your chest, not forcing it all the way up, just raising it to a comfortable, natural height. Hold for a brief moment, then lower it back down. Now, lift your left knee the same way. Continue alternating, as if you're marching in very slow motion. Here's what's actually happening with every single repetition. Each time you lift a knee, your hip flexors gently compress the veins and lymphatic channels running through your groin. And this is critical because your groin is the main junction where all the fluid from your legs re-enters your core circulation. At the same time, the calf on your lifted leg contracts slightly, activating its own pump. In one smooth movement, you're working 2 major fluid-draining systems simultaneously. Complete 20 total repetitions, 10 lifts per leg, at a slow, controlled pace. Take about 2 seconds to raise the knee and 2 seconds to lower it. Breathe naturally throughout. Once that feels comfortable, add this progression. As you lift each knee, flex your foot and pull your toes back toward your shin. Now you've added the foot pump into the movement, activating 3 pumping systems at once: foot, calf, and hip. The key mistake to avoid is rushing. Moving too fast turns this into a core, strengthening exercise and completely removes the fluid-draining benefit. After your 20 reps, rest 30 seconds with knees still bent. Your legs should already feel noticeably lighter. Exercise number 2, the bridge with hold. This is the most important exercise in the entire routine. While the previous movements focused on draining fluid from your legs, this one goes a step further. It simultaneously improves circulation from your lower body and directly trains the muscle responsible for bladder control. Nothing else in this routine does both at once. Stay lying on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the mattress about hip-width apart, and arms relaxed at your sides. Take a slow breath in to prepare. As you breathe out through your mouth, press firmly through your heels and lift your hips off the bed until your body forms a straight diagonal line from your shoulders to your knees. You don't need to go higher than that. At the top of the movement, hold for 5 full seconds. While holding, gently engage your pelvic floor. Picture yourself trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. This should be a light, controlled contraction, not a forceful clench. Then slowly lower your hips back down as you breathe in, and let every muscle relax completely. Wait 3 seconds before your next repetition. Complete 8 repetitions total. Here's why this works so well. When your hips are elevated, gravity naturally pulls fluid from your legs back towards your torso. But your glutes and hamstrings are also actively squeezing the large, deep veins running through your thighs, pushing fluid upward even more powerfully than gravity alone. Meanwhile, the pelvic floor contraction at the top of each rep teaches that muscle a healthy contract and release rhythm, which is exactly what reduces those false urgent signals your bladder sends at night. 2 mistakes to avoid. Never hold your breath during the lift, and never clench your glutes at maximum effort. This exercise is about controlled activation, not exhaustion. Exercise number 1, the bladder calmer, most important. We've saved the most powerful exercise for last, and this one is unlike anything you've tried before. This is not a general relaxation technique or a standard breathing exercise. This is a precisely targeted method that works on the direct physiological connection between your diaphragm and your pelvic floor. And that connection is one of the most overlooked causes of nighttime bladder urgency in people over 60. Here's what most people don't know. Your diaphragm and your pelvic floor are designed to move together, like the top and bottom of a piston inside your torso. Every time you breathe in, both should gently expand downward and outward. Every time you breathe out, both should softly rise back up. But with age, stress, and prolonged sitting, this coordination breaks down. The pelvic floor gets stuck in a chronically tight, contracted position, and a tense pelvic floor puts constant pressure on your bladder, triggering urgent go now signals even when your bladder is only partially full. This exercise systematically retrains that lost coordination. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back with knees bent. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly just below your navel. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Your belly should rise while your chest stays nearly still. As your belly expands, consciously allow your pelvic floor to soften and drop downward, like an elevator descending gently to the ground floor. Then breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds with lips slightly pursed. As your belly falls, your pelvic floor naturally floats back up. One floor, effortlessly. That is one complete cycle. Do 8 cycles. The single most important word here is allow. You are not forcing or squeezing anything. After 8 cycles, remain still for 1 minute and notice the deep release spreading through your lower abdomen. That is your bladder finally calming down. Your complete routine. Timing matters. The order and timing of these exercises matter just as much as the movements themselves. Follow this sequence carefully every evening for the best results. About 60 to 90 minutes before bed, work through the 4 exercises back to back. Start with the inner thigh massage for 2 minutes to open your fluid pathways. Move straight into ankle circles and toe pumps for 1 minute to activate the pump at the base of your legs. Follow that with supine marching for 2 minutes to drain fluid through your entire leg. Finish with the bridge with hold for 2 minutes to complete the drainage and activate your pelvic floor. That's just 7 focused minutes. After that, go about your evening normally. Read, watch TV, spend time with family. Your kidneys are quietly doing the work in the background. Right before bed, go to the bathroom and sit down. Yes, even men. Sitting naturally relaxes the pelvic floor and allows for fuller, more complete emptying. Practice double voiding. Go once, stay seated, wait 20 to 30 seconds, lean slightly forward, and try again. Those last few ounces are exactly the ones that would have woken you up at 2 a.m. Finally, as you lie down, complete your 8 bladder calmer breathing cycles. Some people don't even reach cycle 8 before they drift off to sleep. And honestly, that's the best result this routine could ever deliver. 2 bonus tips you don't want to miss. First, check your medication timing. If you take blood pressure medication or a water pill in the evening, it may be pushing your kidneys to work overtime while you sleep. Simply ask your doctor about switching to a morning dose. That one change alone could eliminate an entire bathroom trip. Second, watch your sodium at dinner. Salty food causes your body to retain and then release fluid overnight. Keep high sodium meals earlier in the day and aim to stay under 600 milligrams of sodium at dinner. Now I need your help. Try this routine tonight, all 7 minutes. Tomorrow morning, come straight to the comments and tell me, how many times did you get up? Give me a number. Then come back in 1 week and give me the new number. I read every single comment, and your results inspire others to believe change is possible. If someone you love is struggling with this, share this video right now. It could genuinely change their nights. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We post practical, no-nonsense health guides like this every single week. Sleep well tonight. You've truly earned it.